Have you ever watched a package get delivered, only to see it vanish moments later? Can you imagine the look on Karen's face when karma strikes with lightning speed? Here are some grand stories of theft that ended in a disastrous failure. Number 1. The Drama Queen. Our friendly neighborhood. Karen saw a package that was left alone on a man's porch. Seeing the package by itself, Karen thought she could take it without anyone seeing it, but her plan didn't work. Karen quietly walked up to the porch, making sure no one was looking. She then tried to take the package, planning to leave quickly. But just as she was about to take the package, something surprising happened. Can you guess what it was? Suddenly, the man who owned the package Karen was trying to steal showed up. He had been watching Karen from his window and saw what she was doing. Surprised, Karen dropped the package and tried to run away. But the man was fast and managed to stop Karen before she could get away. This was like instant karma for Karen trying to steal. But what happened next was even more surprising. In a desperate attempt to get away, Karen took out a water spray bottle and sprayed water on the man's face. She then started screaming and fell in the road, acting like she was being attacked. But this also failed. Although surprised by Karen's actions, the man quickly understood what she was trying to do. He called the police, who came soon and arrested Karen. The whole incident was recorded on the man's security camera, and his own phone camera was used as proof against Karen. Number 2. The Mighty Brick Pillar. Karen was walking through the street. While looking at the houses, she saw a package left alone in one of the houses. This woman thought she could take them without anyone noticing, but things didn't go as she had planned. Karen quietly took the goods in her hand slowly, making sure no one saw her. She then tried to leave the house quickly, but just as she was about to leave, something unexpected happened. Suddenly, Karen's head hit a strong brick pillar. The sudden hit surprised her, making her drop the packages. The stolen goods fell out on the floor. Embarrassed, she quickly ran off, leaving the goods behind. This was like instant karma for this lady trying to steal. How did Karen not see the brick pillar? The answer is that she was in a hurry and not paying attention. In her rush to leave, the women didn't see the brick pillar in her way, and it worked perfectly as a surprise obstacle, stopping Karen and her plan. Does it make you think about the safety of your packages even in your house? As this story shows, being aware and careful can help stop possible thefts like Karen's. And who knows, it might even give some instant karma too. Number 3. The Porch Pirate. Karen decided to do something terribly wrong. What did she want? A package that a man had received and was sitting on his porch. The lady, who people started calling the Porch Pirate, had a plan to quietly take the package and leave without anyone noticing. But things didn't go as planned. It was a normal day. The house owner had gotten a delivery that was left on his porch as usual. The package was there, not knowing what was about to happen. At the same time, Karen, the Porch Pirate, was nearby watching the package. Karen had been watching the man's house for some time, waiting for the right moment. She saw the delivery person leave the package on the porch and go away. Seeing her chance, she walked towards the porch, trying to look like she was just passing by. As she approached the porch, she looked around to make sure no one was watching. Feeling sure she was alone, she walked faster. Excited by what she was about to do, she reached out and touched the package. But just as she was about to take it, something unexpected happened. A voice broke out, surprising Karen. She was caught. The owner, who had been at home the whole time, had seen her from the doorbell camera and spoke to her in a strong, serious voice. She was shocked, and her plan failed. Caught doing something wrong, Karen couldn't believe what had just happened, and she was unable to explain herself. She quickly left, leaving the package where it was, and all she had left was embarrassment. This event is a strong reminder of how bold porch pirates can be, and how important it is to keep an eye on our things. It makes us think, how can we protect our deliveries from theft? In the end, Karen's unsuccessful attempt to be a porch pirate was something the people in the neighborhood will remember for a long time. It was a win for the man who was watching and a lesson for that woman. The porch pirate was stopped and everything went back to normal. Number 4. The Tricky Karen. Karen was caught trying to take a package from a man's porch, but instead of saying sorry, she did something surprising. It was a normal day, and the man had gotten a package that had been left on his porch. Karen saw this and thought she could take it. She walked towards the porch, looking at the package. But her plan didn't work because the man who was home saw her. There is more drama. Instead of saying she was wrong and saying sorry, Karen did something different. She said the package she was trying to take was her boss's box, and that the man had taken it. This was surprising. Why would someone who was caught stealing say the person they were stealing from was the thief? This makes us wonder about people like her, and the strange ways they try to say they're not wrong. Karen's bold statement confused the man. He knew the package was his because he was waiting for it. But the women kept saying he was the thief, not her. This turned a simple theft into a confusing situation. Even though Karen kept saying the man was the thief, the man didn't believe her. He knew the truth and wasn't going to let her lies change his mind. He told her to leave his property right away. Karen had no other choice but to leave, leaving the package and the man behind. This event shows how far some people will go to not admit they're wrong. It also shows how important it is to watch our things to protect them from theft. In the end, Karen's failed theft and her blaming of the man were things the people in the neighborhood would remember for a long time. The man who was keeping an eye out succeeded, and the woman got a lesson. The bold porch pirate was stopped, and everything went back to normal. Number 5. The gangster. This Karen stole $80 worth of groceries from her neighbor who lived next door. This stealing was just the start of a lot of bad things that ended with her being arrested for hurting someone. The day started like any other day. The sun was out, and the neighborhood was quiet. But Karen had a different plan. She chose to steal groceries from her neighbor's porch. The groceries cost $1.80, which is a lot of money. But why would someone risk getting a bad name and getting in trouble with the law for such a small thing? What Karen did was not only silly, but also against the law. Stealing is a crime, and stealing from a neighbor makes it even worse. It ruins the peace in the neighborhood and breaks the trust between neighbors. But the women didn't seem to care about these possible problems. But things got worse quickly. After the theft, Karen was confronted by another neighbor. Instead of saying she was sorry and admitting she was wrong, the women acted violently. She fired a weapon at the neighbor. This violent act turned a simple theft into a serious injury. The firing of the weapon caused fear in the neighborhood. The sound of the gunshot was heard in the quiet streets, letting other neighbors know that something unusual was happening there. The police were called, and Karen was caught. She was arrested for hurting someone, a serious crime that can lead to big punishments. This event is a strong reminder of how important it is to keep peace and respect between neighbors. It also makes us wonder about how far some people will go to avoid saying they were wrong. As the story shows, a bit of planning and investment in smart home technology can help protect your deliveries from potential thieves like Karen. But what can we learn from this? It shows us that package theft is a growing problem in neighborhoods. It also shows how useful smart home technologies like doorbell cameras and CCTV cameras can be in stopping these crimes. But most importantly, it reminds us that our actions can have immediate consequences. In the end, Karen's actions were not only silly but also dangerous. Her choice to steal from her neighbor led to many events, one of which ended with her arrest. Who could have predicted such an unbelievable turn of events? Will Karen learn her lesson, or will she strike again? Comment your thoughts on this and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.